Hi. It is Saturday morning where I am, and I just wanted to pop on, breathe, and see what I have to say. So if you want to breathe with me, go ahead. I think a lot of us spend our lives serving others. We push our own needs aside and we make room for what others need. And when we do that, we are doing something good by offering our wisdom to another. But we are taking away time and attention from ourselves. And eventually, as you help others, you tend to overextend yourself. And you overextend yourself so much that when it's time to focus on you, you don't have the energy. You just don't. There's no energy left to put into yourself because you've put it into others. You've emptied your cup and filled others, but you forgot to fill your own. And we can't forget to fill our own cup, because when we forget to fill our own cup, we neglect ourselves. And when we neglect ourselves, we forget ourselves. And you can't forget who you are. You lose yourself in serving others. Not always, but if you are someone who dives deep and you really, really serve others, you do. You tend to lose yourself. And when it comes time to face yourself, you don't remember how. But it's easy to face yourself if you really try. All you have to do is sit with yourself. Just sit with yourself in the quiet. Your thoughts will come. You will find answers to things in the quiet if you listen. Start serving yourself, because many of us have forgotten that we're not here to serve the world. We're here to have an experience, our own personal experience. And yes, that includes others. Yes, that includes others walking your path with you, and of course, helping each other. But you're meant to be here for you. Live for you, because it's the only way to live. I spent a long time neglecting myself, and it has taken me years to put focus into myself. And it will take time, because it took time to forget yourself. It's going to take time to remember. But you won't remember if you don't dive deep. You won't remember if you don't look for the answers in your own mind. The self is the most important being, because it is you. It is the essence of your soul. It is what your soul projects onto the world. And you want to make sure that what you project onto the world is good or peaceful, which is in that neutral zone in the middle. Because when we do good, we raise the vibration for others, just by raising it for ourselves. If you put the work into yourself and you focus on becoming a peaceful being, not 100% good, but balanced, you will thrive. Life will get easier because you're living in balance. Life will unfold before you because you have allowed it to follow the path it was meant to take. And there's no path that you have to take. There are many, many, many paths ahead of us in this life. And they're not all meant for us. And we have to have the discernment to know ourselves enough to know what is for us. Life is meant to be an adventure. It's meant to be full of ups and downs. Because those downs allow you to see the beauty of the ups. And those ups allow you to see that the down is not what is available. The down is not all there is. You know that there is more. But when you exist in your down and you don't push for that high, you don't get anywhere. It's work. Life is work. Life is an adventure, but it is work. And we all hate that word, work, because it has been turned from something internal into something external that is not serving us. Doing these monotonous tasks day in and day out is not serving us. It's not serving our higher potential. We are not focusing on what's in here. We are focusing on a monotonous task in the world. And if we don't focus on what's in here, and especially what's in here, we forget how to exist. Our life becomes meaningless. That day to day, go to work, come home, eat, sleep. Because we've lost the meaning. We've lost our desires. We've lost our motivation. You've lost the drive to push, to be more. Because we've been taught that a career path is how you succeed in this life. And it's not. A career path will bring you currency. It will bring you material success. But a path of self-realization will bring you everything. Because you will realize that you already have everything. And that you never needed to strive for anything outside of yourself. Because you have it all already. Maybe my words are a bit jumbled. Maybe they make sense to you. But I think we truly need to focus on ourselves. There's so much outside of us. There's TV, there's phones, there's books, there's art, there's everything that is distracting outside of us. And yes, it can be good. It can be helpful. But there is so much outside of us that's yelling at us, that's saying, look here, look here, look here. That we've forgotten that we need to look here. And we don't look here. We need to. Because here is your foundation. Here is where you build your world. You build it by building yourself first. You create the world by becoming what you were meant to be. And what you were meant to be was not a wallowing, complaining, whining, sulking being. It's not what you were meant to be. You were not meant to live in this woe is me existence. Excuse that, that's my furnace. Sorry, I hope you can still hear me. But we've forgotten ourselves. We have forgotten what it means to go inside and look for your true self. And it's time to remember. It's time to remember who you are. Because until you remember who you are, you're not going to get anywhere in life. You might gain material success, but it will be meaningless if you don't know yourself, if you're not living for you. Some of the most successful people on the planet are the saddest people on the planet because they have focused their entire lives on gaining that material success and have neglected their person. And they might look happy on the outside because they have all these things. But when it's nighttime and they lay down and go to sleep, their mind is full of all the questions they never answered because they never cared to look. Look for your answers. Look for what calls to you. What calls your name? And not the name you were given, but the name you know in here that calls to you when you find something that sings to your heart. Because when it sings to your heart, it's in vibration. And when it's in vibration, it is for you. You find the things that vibrate at the same level as you. Or you reach for the things that vibrate higher. Because the higher your vibration, the higher you soar. And you don't have to exist in that high vibration all the time. But the goal is to exist in the neutral middle, between the neutral middle and the high. You don't ever want to exist below that neutral, unless it is a matter of your safety. Unless it is a matter of life and death. That darkness in the bottom levels is for extreme moments. And that darkness does consume us sometimes. Sometimes it's okay to allow it to consume you. But you cry and you allow your anger to come out. And you express it. And that's how you allow it to move through you. Because when you allow it to sit in here and you hold on to it, it eats you. And when it eats you, you stay in that lower level. And as soon as you say, fuck you, I'm going to let that anger move through me, and I'm going to find an outlet. Or that sadness, I'm going to find an outlet to let the sadness move through me. Then you will rise again. Because emotions were never meant to sit inside us. Emotions were always meant to move. They move energy. When we feel a certain way, we're moving energy through our body, through our being. And if we allow it to sit inside of us, it becomes a part of us. We become depressed, we become anxious, we become full of rage, because it builds up. When you don't express your emotion, it builds up. You have to dive deep into yourself, find the answers that you seek, and then rise higher. Because when you rise higher, this life gets better. This life gets easier. The things that you see around you that are so bad now won't look so bad once you've found more answers. You'll be able to see them for what they are. Lessons, trials. I want to say tribulations, but I don't even know what that means. Because life is a trial. The whole thing. It is just a trial to see if you can remain in the light when the darkness nips at your feet. Because on this plane, the darkness has free reign. He has free reign to do what he wants, to collect as many people, souls, as he can. And I say he because it just fits as an entity in my head. But if you say she, that's okay. Or if you don't put a pronoun on it, it's fine. But the darkness is here to trick you. It's here to make you think that that's what you want. And it's sly. Real sly. But if you look for the light in that dark spot, you'll get out of it. Look for the good. Because there is always a spot of good in the bad. There's always a spot of light in the dark. Sometimes I feel like I'm just repeating myself in these videos. But I hope it makes sense to whoever needs to hear it. Because if you're on the other side of this video and you're still here and you're resonating, you know what you're meant to do. You're meant to become. That's all. You're just meant to become anything you want to be. As long as you remain peaceful. You can be anything you want to be. You can do anything you want to do, as long as it is done in love and in peace and harmony. Intend to do things for the good, but don't just intend to do it. Follow through. I say this a lot, but life is a game, and you're here to level up. And you can't win if you don't level up. I think that's all I have to say for today. Thanks for watching.